You can't eat them, bro.
This is good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, flex up. Tell me something about that baby right there.
Hey, bro. Have a video of yourself on his child.
Hey, he don't want to know. He's so.
Yeah.
Hey, don't give me my job.
Why?
I'm sticking off in the room with all of them. You ain't even let us see it.
Right.
Hey, before we get into the podcast, did y'all catch the game, the Laker game? I just wanted to ask, because I didn't want this to be on the record. I just wanted somebody else's opinion on it.
It's on the record. It's recording now. It's on the
It
record.
is?
Yeah.
It's official.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Episode 2 of Hustle 101 podcast. Podcast dedicated to the hustle. Nah, go ahead. Go say what you're going to say.
No.
Nah, don't do that. Nah, say it. Put it in the air.
I'm just curious, like, first off, since we getting into it in a way, rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant.
Black Mamba.
Man, always and forever. Just something I was curious about when they when the Lakers played the Trailblazers last night. They introduced all the players as Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Cause they
They had all those jerseys and stuff.
Yeah. They all the players they had the jersey on over the warm up, and they did they had the little ceremony remembering Kobe before the game, and then when they were introducing the Lakers, the starting lineup was
At one guard, number 24, 6'6", 20th season from Laura Marion High School, Kobe Bryant.
That's how they introduced all the players. Now, in my mind was is that just that alone? Is that just a little excessive?
That's very excessive.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, yeah, that's very excessive. Before we get into this, welcome to the podcast, my partner.
Yeah.
Which one be introduced as?
Oh, man. Alley Boy.
Alley Boy.
That's my street name.
That's,
Alright.
but that's I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the way they mourn, man. It's like Kobe was such a huge person, man.
Yeah,
Not even,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not
yeah.
even a physical idea, but just a huge ball of energy. So he meant so much to Los Angeles. It's like everything to the city, because I don't know. First off, I don't think I ever witnessed like a sports star dying so young.
Yeah,
Like,
that's never happened.
You don't hear nothing about that. Like what Moses Malone was like, 60?
Yeah.
Natural causes. Wilt Chamberlain, natural cause. But like 41,
it's always natural causes, and it's never somebody of like that magnitude that Kobe was.
Yeah.
And then he's for somebody who just recently retired as young as he was.
He ain't been whole 4 years yet.
In any sport, like literally in any sport, and then to be one of the greatest at one of the most at one of the biggest sports organizations in history, period. One of the most legendary organizations in sports history, period. It's like you've never seen anything like that before.
It's I don't know, man. It's tough to wrap your mind around, because when the news broke Sunday, of course, Donald texted our phone.
Man, I thought that was fake.
See, look, I thought he was joking, because just before that, I put some on my Instagram story, and I was like, because LeBron had passed him in the points,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and so I thought he was joking as far as like, Kobe dead because LeBron, and
Yeah.
even I was like, bro, that's kind of a dark joke.
And my partner hit me up. He was like, man, you heard about Kobe? I'm thinking he got a position or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what about him? He like, man, he died. I'm like, get the fuck out my phone.
Right.
I don't know. Somebody said something like it was a comedian, and he was like, Kobe passing? Nah, I never heard of that. Hey, yo. Hey, bro. I said, oh.
Every damn. Man.
But no,
I ain't gonna lie. I had one myself when I first heard about it, but I didn't want to put it out just because
It's hard to believe.
it
man.
hurt me to even come up with that joke.
But no, man. This thing though, I just looking at his old interviews, not even his old, like his most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
He was on No Smoke podcast, All the Smoke podcast.
Smoke.
I'm sorry, and he was just talking about the process, and that's another thing I was just like thinking about, because that's another thing I'm big on, just going through the process of just your everyday life and appreciating every day that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to live too fast. I don't want to live too slow. I'm in the process because I appreciate where I'm at right now. You know, I appreciate the steps because it's a story to tell for when I get to where I really want to go. You know what I mean? He was talking about, in that tribute, he was talking about a box. So, like, what do you want your box to be at the end of the day? Do you want it to be a creative box where you put your all into it and you really made something of yourself? And that's what I really want to do, just, like, be somebody that somebody looked up to and said, hey, you inspired me to do great. You inspired me to be somebody and to go for my dreams and goals. And, yeah, man, that's
tough.
That's a tough one, but just like with anything, just like with the brand, like, just that's why I say hustle, like, because everybody has a hustle. Everybody has a hustle. But I hustle with the brand. It's like I think a hustle is like I'm selling you something, right? So I want to sell you inspiration. I want to sell you ambition. You know what I'm saying? Through the podcast, through merchandise, however we can get it to you. That's what I want to say. It's not just all about I'm trying to just get money out of it. No, I'm trying to get inspiration from you. I'm trying to get you to dig into yourself and see that you are somebody important. We all are put here for something. You know what I mean? I know a lot of times you probably look at somebody else and say, well, damn, I wish I can do that, or damn, I wish I can be that. No, you are who you are for a reason.
Yeah.
So live in that. Be true to that, because can't nobody be you. That's another thing. I feel like I can't be defeated. I know physically this body is going to perish one day. But, you know, I feel like I can't be defeated. Humbly speaking. But, you know what I mean? But just like, you got to have a certain mentality. And that's another thing taken from Kobe, like that Mamba mentality, like
no excuses.
No excuses.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to look you dead in your eyes, and I'm going to scare the shit out you.
Like, to be able to hold yourself to such a high standard and everybody around you, where it's like you can't help but motivate, you know, those you come in contact with. That's priceless, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, we live in a time where, you know, everybody is all about self. You know, whatever it is you do, no matter how genuine and how nice of a person you are, generally we're all about self. And, you know, but one of the greatest assets you can have of self is to be able to add value to others around you. You know, in any type of fashion, whether it is to motivate somebody, whether if you know, you've gained some wisdom over your years and your practice and your experience, and you're able to pass that to people that you see doing the same thing as you, or, you know, whatever. You know, you may just be able to give somebody a little tip to tighten up their hustle, to, you know, help them bring in some more money than what they already are. You know, that's one of the most valuable things as a person that you could provide to anybody. And for that legacy to live on even after you go, man, that's just a beautiful thing. But to watch somebody like of that magnitude, you know what I'm saying, touch that many people to go, it's just, you know, it's sad to see him go, but, you know, you just have to appreciate that, you know, you were able to witness that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But another thing, how long are we going to appreciate this? Like, as far as like Lil Duval be saying, what y'all fake caring about today. So how long are we going to, like,
Kobe?
That's Kobe, man.
You feel me?
Like
Like,
Michael Jackson.
But I know that, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like, sometimes it's just like we on to the next thing. And that's another thing about the media.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah,
telling him
yeah,
yesterday about, like, the whole coronavirus. I hope I'm saying that right. And I just actually did some basic research, and I've really figured out what the coronavirus is.
Break it down.
Man, I think it's a common. And if I'm wrong, somebody excuse me.
Before you say anything, I'm thinking you're talking about the Corona, the beer.
Bro, I swear to God, that was the first thing I
Man,
thought.
look,
the first thing.
We got a group message, man. This man said, shit, I drink Bud Light. This shit ain't gonna affect me.
I drink Coronas. I'm like, man, what you mean? I got disease?
No, man, oh my God.
I've
But
been fucked up.
Man, when I first heard about it, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, some Ebola type shit. You know what I'm saying? I like here today, got a couple casualties here, and rest in peace to those who were
Drew
affected.
broke it down last night though, like, oh, okay. It makes
But
sense.
I looked at it because it's really, literally on the back of a Lysol bottle that it kills the coronavirus. I was like, so I'm looking it up. So it's like a combination of viruses that are basically like the common cold or SARS or things like that. That's easily compatible. I'm sorry, that if you just do the basic steps. But death is a possibility. But I don't think it's as serious as as the media is making it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't think it's as serious as, oh, we're gonna die and it's a new epidemic. Anytime the media does something like this, I feel like it's something big they finna set up for. You know what I mean?
Like, has there? Because I've only heard so much about it. You know, really more so just word of mouth and what y'all sent me on Instagram. Like, has there been any casualties from it, or like a large amount of casualties from it?
I don't know. I mean, they said there has been casualties, but I think that was in China, and then it made its way over here. But the way they're making it seem like it's just like the new Black Plague.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it's came over. It's coming over to the United States, and I did a simple research. I'm just like, well, is this the common cold?
Yeah,
just like the symptoms. The symptoms I'm looking at, like
cold sores.
It's the cold.
You got herpes right then and there.
You better drink you some ginger ale and
lay down. Go lay down.
But the media has such a powerful, that's just, but the media does what the media is supposed to do. It's going to persuade you. It's going to make you think a certain way. But at the same time, you have to take that and do research for yourself, learn for yourself, understand for yourself, and see it for yourself. Because if you let the media do it, you going to be walking around here like, oh, I heard on TV that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Have you thought for yourself lately? What have you thought for yourself lately? What have you actually looked at for yourself and came up with?
But Instagram told me this. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I did have somebody tell me the other day, like, I get all my news from Facebook. Is that bad? Like, yeah.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah.
You don't do no back research or nothing, bro. That's bad, bro. And even Facebook, literally, I don't know if y'all see this, but like you see articles like it's be some outrageous story. At the bottom it says, article is not true. But people still share this. I was like, bro, you see this?
Yeah.
Bro, you see
Did
you see that?
I look at it right then. Let me click on it and see if it's real. Nah,
what is the reliable source? Is it a reliable source? I mean, who are it? But I mean, this shit is crazy, man.
And like, you know, I hate to keep going back to it, but like, you know, how you say when Donald first tasted us when Kobe died, TMZ was the first person I saw, was the first source that I saw that reported it. Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, I know this shit fake then. Cause they didn't, bro. I know they didn't kill Gucci Man. They killed Bill Cosby. Yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
For a long, that was how, like, man. I was telling my mom, I was like, okay, TMZ the only people that reported. We was like, okay, cool. If TMZ the only people report, we ain't too much tripping on it. ESPN said something yet? Nope.
That was the first. That was the first thing I checked was ESPN.
I ain't gonna lie to either ESPN or Shade Room. If them two ain't said nothing, then I ain't really too much tripping on it. But 30 minutes later, ESPN. Yeah. Oh, Rick Fox died too. Where the fuck did Rick Fox come from?
I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to see who put him on the helicopter. Yeah, but that's crazy. That's tragic. That's tragic. But besides that, I get off a lighter note. My man Alley Boy right here, right?
Hey,
this man has some of the greatest stories I've ever heard in my life. No bull. I mean, his childhood you can make a movie out of. Yeah. I mean, he has had some.
I had some fucked up shit in my life.
And it's not that. I mean, okay, maybe you is fucked up, but to me, it's very entertaining, man. It's just the way he tell the story, man. It's just the way he tell the story, man. It's just the way. Just give us one good story that you have. That you can bless us with.
Okay. I'm going to say something that I told you about one time.
Hey, that'll work for me.
Okay, well, one of them, man, about a couple years ago, we was out drinking or whatever, man, having a good time. Mm-hmm. And my partner, who I just took to the Jets, you know, he still stayed in the hood, get some liquor or whatever, same shit. So he like, yeah, Attaboy, man, I need to go ahead and get some liquor real quick. I said, all right, whatever, you know, cool. Went on, got some liquor, and then we went out, had a good time or whatever. We supposed to go to a club, but I ain't no club type guy. So I like, man, we just gonna drink a little bit, you know, whatever. So I took one of my partners home. Then we were heading to Homewood, because I had one some Zaspers, you know what I'm saying? That's my favorite spot, Zaspers. That's my shit. But it's no sponsor. Zaspers. But anyway, went to Zaspers, got me some whatever I had. So I like, all right, man, you ready to go home and shit? He like, man, Attaboy, I ain't gonna lie, I'm fucked up, whatever. I said, I'm gonna take your ass home then. Can you even throw up in my truck, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, we in the road, driving. I'm taking him back home to his mom's house. So I like, hey, bro, you straight? He in the back seat behind me. It was 3 or 4 guys was in the truck with me. I'm in the Jeep. My partner, I call Juice, man. He a fat fucker, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog, you know what I'm saying? We grew up, been 20 years in. So he was like, yeah, the boy, man, I'm boss, man. I'm tired as fuck, man. Y'all niggas already want to stop somewhere. I like, man, okay, but we going to a food restaurant. You want to stop here and now get the whole meal like a bit smoke from Grand Theft Auto. Like, bro, come on now. Come on. He like, man, I'm finna take you home too, bro. We going to the same spot. So he like, man, whatever, man. Fuck y'all. I ain't going back with y'all no more. So my partner, he's sick. I ain't know he fucked up. So I like, shout, man, you good? He like, I ain't gonna lie, little boy.
Oh, hell no.
You might need to pull over. So I'm like, man, what's wrong? I ain't gonna make it, little boy. Man, I gotta throw up, man. I'm like, man, don't throw up my shit, man, because I keep my car clean at the time. The way before I had a baby and all that, so it's dead now. But, man, we got to about easy money. He like, man, I can't take this shit no more, boy. Roll. So I rolled down the window. That motherfucker threw up all on my shit, man. He was like, oh, boy. Boy. Fuck. I'm like, dude, man, you throwing up on my shit, man. I got the window down, man. Throw it outside. He like, hey, nigga, I'm about to feel like I'm about to die, boy, man. You can let my mama know, man. Let my old lady know, man. I like, man, bro, what you been on, bro? Man, I drunk some Bud Ice and some liquor you had, Parmesan. And throwing on some more. I like, bro. What the fuck?
But that shit get real. Niggas start writing their will when they be fucked up, boy.
Man, he pissed me off so bad, bro. I like, man, bro, you threw up all on my back seat, man. Leather seats. Then the floor, I'm like, bro, you fucked up. He was like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to do it, bro. And then he threw up again. I'm like, bro, let me take your ass home. So I took him home. I'm trying to make sure he's good. He dead, knocked out in the back seat. Can't wake him up or nothing. So I'm like, bro, I'm like, show, man, you good? I'm like, man, this nigga passed out. So I asked my partner, I call him Fat Fucker. I like, bro. I like, Juice, man. Come on, man. Help me put Shout, man, out here, man, in the house. He like, man, I ain't been help that nigga, man. You know, I'm like, man, what kind of friend you is, bro? Like, your fat ass, we help your ass. You weigh about 300 tons, goddamn. Like, what the fuck? He like, man, fuck that shit, man. It's his problem. I'm like, man, you a whole fuck nigga out here, man. So me and his brother, we helped him out. He still passed out. We took it to his mom's house. So I had called his sister like, hey, man, Shout, man, fucked up out here. He ain't even standing. He sleep. I'm thinking he like this. We gonna do like some house party shit. They had put the dude on the door and leave him there. Because, they had a screen door and everything. So I like, man,
oh my God,
I ain't want to do my boy like that, man.
Yeah.
I had called her. She was like, okay, I'm open the door. Y'all got my brother fucked up out here. He can't hold liquor. He grown, man. I just, whatever. So I had put him by the door. So I'm probably, he got dead weight, too. He a short fucker, too, man. Like, he about my height. Well, I tell you that, but I'm way taller than him. He about like 5'3". He short as fuck. So I'm like, bro, but he got weight. Now, you that small, man. Like, damn, you heavy as fuck. Dead weight. So I'm trying to hold him, but he dropped everything. It's like, the Kevin Hart, the shit we were talking about, his uncle or something got his ass beat or daddy, and all the chains fall out of the pocket.
Yeah.
His phone came out. Chains came out. Cigarettes came out. Swisher Sweets came out. I'm like, God damn, bro, how many shit you got in your pocket? All that shit on the ground. So I like, man, let me take him to the house. I put him on the couch. I like, bro, I can't go home. My car smelling like this, bro. I like, man, we need to wake him up or something, throw some water on him or something, man. He need to clean my shit tonight.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But I like, man, you know what? I'm gonna let him rest. I'm gonna let him get his day. So the next day, I called him. I'm like, bro, you good? Man, Ellie boy, man, first and foremost, man, I want to apologize to you, brother, man, because I ain't know I was going to get that fucked up. Man, you should have told me to stop, bro. Like, I had a good time with y'all, because he get emotional. I had a good time with y'all, though, bro. Like, man, you know, I don't see you that much, man. You know, you got your old lady and stuff. You know, you don't be in the hood no more and shit. So, you know, I don't be seeing you, my nigga. I love you, bro. I'm like, man, yeah, all right? You still drunk? He like, nah, man, just it's the bottom of my heart, man. I'm boss, man. I love you, bro. Like, come on, dog. I like, man, fuck all that. You need to clean up my car. He like, man, I don't feel it right now, bro. I said, you called me. Apparently, well, I called you. You make sure you good. Apparently, you up for it. So I'm gonna bring my car to you right now. He like, man, fuck it, all right. You know, cleaning my shit out. And shit, he was like, bro, what you doing later on night? I said, I'm supposed to go out with my girl, man. We supposed to go to a bar. Oh, God, I need to go there. I said, bro, you already, bro. You need to drive yourself if you do go. You ain't ride with me, bro. Because I swear to God, I would fight the shit out your ass, man. Now, you my dog, but, hey, man.
I don't think we had any wild escapades. I don't know, man.
Man, I know ain't none of y'all niggas never threw up in my car.
Now we threw some.
I ain't even threw up in my car.
We threw some house parties though. We threw some house parties. What we were talking about earlier. You remember going up around Mama's house? Good God,
y'all must cut up in that motherfucker.
Cut up.
Crazy shit is it wasn't even us.
It wasn't even us.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't been no house party in so long, man.
No, these were house parties. These were house parties.
Man.
There was dog running around out of nowhere. I mean, it was just, it was party, man.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
It was a good time, man. We done had some good times though, man.
Man.
We done had some good times, man.
Yeah, shit, I'd be down with nigga throw up in my car though. Close thing I had to that. I had an old teammate when I played AAU ball. We had a tournament in New Orleans, and it was like a little gas station right by the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? One night, Buddy got a Four Loko.
And about Four Locos, man.
This was
that lemonade was good though. They had a lemonade and watermelon first, and that shit was so good.
I ain't never had a Four Loko, and after seeing that nigga experience, I never will drink a Four Loko.
That shit tough.
But yeah, man, basically he done that Four Loko, and my dog was just tripping for the whole night. So when he finally went to sleep, you know what I'm saying, like 2, 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't staying in the room with him, but apparently he had woke up in the middle of the night just screaming, fuck, man, I feel sick. I'm about to die, man. Man, one of my other teammates at the time, he panicked. He didn't know what to do. This nigga called the ambulance.
Oh boy.
So they came up to like, I think we was on 3rd, 4th floor or something. They came up there, you know what I'm saying? We had like 3 different rooms. And they was both all the players was staying in the room separate from the coaches.
Yeah.
So they bringing a stretcher out to our floor. This nigga, they didn't got him on the stretcher in the hotel room. My coach then came out in the middle of the hallway like, man, what the hell going on? And then they pushing my nigga down the hallway in the stretcher. I was just like, God damn, but I'm talking about my nigga that threw up all over it in his room, in the bathroom.
Jesus.
Needless to say, he didn't play the rest of the tournament.
I believe it.
Believe that.
You know what I'm saying?
Since we doing story time, we're drunk story time.
Oh wait, let me cut you off. My bad, man. It was another night we were playing. I think we were playing Truth or Dare. We was back at the apartment, and like I was talking shit, just being funny. I dared a girl to drink a whole Four Loko, and she took that shit to heart. Hey, baby girl, I apologize. I didn't seriously want her to drink the Four Loko.
You impress me every day, Brent.
Hey, man. I seriously didn't want her to drink the Four Loko, you know what I'm saying? But that was just a dare because I just wanted to see how she react to it.
Yeah, she took that shit to the head like that?
No, she ain't drink it.
Oh.
She ain't drink it.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, fuck nigga, what? You nigga. Yeah.
She said, she turned up on her ass. Fuck nigga, what? You want me to die, nigga?
That shit tough.
Man.
I had drunk some cocaine once, like that.
I'm sorry. Whoa. Wait.
Not the drug, but you know they had like a little energy drink called cocaine.
This nigga.
And I ain't never did no drugs like that. So I like, man, let me go and try cocaine one good time. Like,
This man said it so casually. I
Nah.
drank some cocaine.
You feel me?
nah, people that listen,
that
I
old
don't-
school Coca-Cola, boy.
yeah, people who listen, I don't do cocaine, I don't smoke weed, none of that. I smoke Black and Milds and I drink a couple of liquor, but I'm just saying they had a cocaine energy drink, right? You know they had like Crunch Juice.
That was the name of the
That's the
energy
name
drink.
of the thing.
Okay.
Cocaine.
I was gonna say, man.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna try cocaine, man, see if I'm gonna get fucked up. And I'm a hype all day though, bro. I said, I see how these coke heads do it, man. I drunk it one time, never again, bro. I don't know if they still have it in stock. It's been years ago, probably like 6 years ago.
I highly doubt they have anything called cocaine still.
I swear to God, cocaine. If I could look it up right, let me try to look it up right now and see if I can find it.
Oh, why you doing that? Wow, cocaine.
It's a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug, man.
We got a guy who do cocaine in our job.
We ain't talking about that. we ain't gonna bring that up, man. We are not about to bring that up. I refuse. No.
Shout out to him.
Nah, ain't
No,
no
okay,
shout out to him.
all
No,
right.
no, ain't no shout out to him. It's fine there. I was having this conversation with my homegirl, right? And it reminded me of that's crazy.
Yeah.
It reminded me of
Excuse my phone, by the way.
It's all good.
it reminded me of something I was thinking about. Somebody was saying that
Spicy hot.
I think
Yeah.
70% of people that live in Alabama do not know that we have a beach.
Yeah, we do.
We have a beach, people of Alabama. We have a beach. It's called Orange Beach.
I don't keep it with you. I ain't know that till I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck have y'all been?
Bro,
And
like,
see, that's the thing. Let me say this though. That brings me to my point that a lot of times people in Alabama, we get so stuck into
In
our
one
certain
spot.
areas and our spot,
mm-hmm.
and we say, "Oh, Alabama don't have nothing. Alabama don't have nothing." But then you look around and it was like, "Oh man, what it's been? Well, it's been here.
Yeah.
You just never thought of going out your way because you're in your mind and your perception of Alabama
Well, you
that."
know, us black folks don't really like to travel that much, man.
Not
Man,
even-
it ain't
but,
even
but
that,
it's
but
not
like-
even try. I think we'll go somewhere else before we try to discover something in our own state. I'm not saying
Yeah.
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with traveling, nothing wrong with experiencing nothing new. But I'm saying you have like things here that you refuse to look at
Mm-hmm.
because you already have this preconceived notion of that we don't have nothing.
I think part of that is like a regional mentality, just like people in the South, more so Alabama.
Yeah.
It's like compared to people, you know, who've, you know, just from different parts of the country or who have just traveled more, you know, they tend to be open-minded, a little more open-minded just to the places that we're in, and we're just so simple because, you know, shit is slow down here, you know, compared to like, you know, bigger cities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
You know, we getting a sports team, we getting a G League team.
really,
Yeah, we had one a couple years ago.
Yeah, we
in
had one.
Huntsville.
I think it's gonna be a part of
in
Pelicans.
in Birmingham?
Yeah, they coming in 2021.
Oh shit, that'd be dope.
Yeah, my knees weren't fucked up. I sure try to.
Yeah, they're gonna be a part of the Pelicans organization. But I
That's-
see what
that's
you're
dope.
saying, man. It's just I don't want to be the person. That's why it's so important for me to build this content right here.
Mhm.
As far as like in Alabama, I don't want to overlook nothing. You know what I mean? Like I actually want to build something in this state. I understand that some people already have this thing they got to leave or they got to do it. That's cool.
Sometimes you don't have to leave, man. You just gotta put your mind to it and do it.
Like I want to make something great here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I was looking at some, like in I think it's California that it might not even be California, but they didn't really specify the certain state it was, but they were saying that they're building so many luxury apartments that 80% of the people in the city can't even live in them. Half of the people in the city live, if not, or just close to the poverty line or below it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you still building these unaffordable homes that people can't afford, that only a small percentage of your city's population can only afford. But I see the same thing kind of going on down here, like in downtown Birmingham. You have like these lofts building coming up, and you've seen a lot of them now because. But next year we had the World Games coming. But not only that, that's kind of pushing people out of certain areas because they can't afford to live in no loft or no a studio apartment or a thing like something like that. And that's another thing I want to do. I actually want to go around in these neighborhoods, like on the west side or things like that, and take some of these houses that just been sitting there, flip them, and then give people an opportunity somewhere to stay. Because we can gentrify. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with gentrification, but it's like who doing the gentrification? I just want to do something for people because I don't want people to be overlooked. Because like you go downtown, and I was telling her about it, like. We went to do. I did my photos, and it's these lofts that they like container homes, right? And it's this nice restaurant. You can tell they took some old buildings, flipped them, and did all that. And not even 100 feet away, you have homeless people sleeping outside. It's cold as fuck outside. But you have these people that's driving BMWs and they don't look like the homeless people that's sitting outside. You know what I mean? They driving these nice BMWs and they had their premium coffees and they having these nice dogs and they eating this steak and you know what I mean? Like, and it kind of it makes you feel a certain way. You know what I mean? So I didn't like the way it rubbed me.
Even to that point, I always reference Avondale. As one of the most gentrified places in the city because, you know what I'm saying, you got all these fairly new, I don't even know how long they've been there, but all these bars and breweries and, you know, just different spots.
Then the next area, the next side.
Just right across the church.
Straight hood.
Right across the church. You know what I'm saying? That's the first place I got pulled over at. Matter of fact. And in retrospect, I didn't even realize it at the time. That's the first time I actually got harassed.
Oh wow!
By like some or like, you know what I'm saying. I know people have had worse harassment situations that I had, but you know what I'm saying. First time like I had legit just had like some cops, you know, just fucking with me just cause, you know what I'm saying.
I got a story about that too. Cause I've been through some serious shit like that as well. Like a couple years ago, you ever heard of Banana Joe's back in the day in the club? It's an old club. I'm kind of older than y'all, but. Old club in the South Side back in the day. Again, we was out there having a good time or whatever, and some white guy, I guess he got into his old lady or whatever, and make a long story short, he got threw out. You know how Jazz and Jeff get thrown out of the house? That's exactly how they did the white boy. I thought the shit was funny as fuck. So, anyway, make a long story short, he went to the car, and somebody like, oh, he got a gun. So me, my knees were still fresh at the time. I ran. My cousin was playing football. He was gone. So I rode with him. So I'm like, damn, bro. So it was this white girl. She was talking to some black guy. I don't know what she trying to fuck on. I don't even care that much. So I pushed the fuck out of her. And she listening. I don't know who she is. I'm sorry. But my life was on the line at the time. So I pushed. I said, "Mo, bitch." Boom. Pushed her. And then got to my cousin. I'm like, man, why you ran, man? Damn, we ride together. He like, man, fuck this shit. I got to go. So, make a long story short, again, the cops just came out of nowhere. One came on this side, the other one came on this side. And I ain't see the dude behind me. I think he already got out running. He yoked the shit out of me, man. From the back, scrubbed me to the ground. Shit fucked up my face. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? So I'm mad at this point. I was 18 at the time. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? We ain't doing nothing. We running. And he didn't want to hear that. So we were like 4 cars deep, maybe 5. It was me and my cousin. We get handcuffed. They put us to the car. They ain't explain what's going on. We trying to tell them, like, hey, man, whatever it is, it ain't us.
Just grab the first nigga they seen.
Yeah, 2 is that. So I'm like, bro, I'm mad. My cousin like, man, just be chill, be quiet. I'm mad, bro. Like, that shit ain't cool. So we trying to call our other partners who were with us, because they a little bit older. Like, man, hey, man, come get us. Because they in the club. One dude actually getting his thing sucked outside of the club by some white girl. So I'm like, okay. In the alley, that.
All right, niggas get arrested, niggas getting head from white girls.
Yeah.
Sound like a good night. Like
the other one, I don't know what. Exactly. And the other one, I don't know where he at, because I don't know him. My cousin knew him, because they played football. So sound like, okay. And somehow he was handcuffed, got his hand up like that, trying to call. He, calling the guy, like, man, we finna get arrested. We finna go to jail for shit that we ain't do.
Yeah.
So we explained to the guy, like, man, we ran because somebody had a gun. The cop like, man, well, the reason why we got y'all because they said that some black guys was running and y'all fit the description. I said, bruh, everybody in hell was running, man. Like, bruh, come on, dog. We ran because, shit, they said some white guy had a gun. We ain't had time for that shit. Now, on the brighter note, we would have ended up going to jail because we were underage at the time. We had a lot of containers in the car. So if they would have checked the car, yeah, we would have been locked up for sure. We had 12 packs of each bills, and most of them we drunk. All of them before we got to the club.
Shit, lucky you ain't,
man.
Lucky you ain't had my.
I was 18, man.
Lucky you ain't had my damn cops. Them niggas found like a little piece of plastic. First of all, I at the time I didn't know that you can't search without a warrant.
Right.
So they asked me to search the car. They pulled me over for a seatbelt, but still asked me could they search the car. You know what I'm saying? And I let them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know no better. Goddamn, brother found like a little piece of plastic. I know what this used for, and they like talking amongst each other like. You know what I'm saying, about this little piece of plastic, like my nigga is garbage. Like that's literally all it is.
That's crazy.
It's trash. You
ain't
find
no
this shit
weed
up under
in
my
there,
seat.
nothing like that. You
Nothing.
don't smell
Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't even think I smoked at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but yeah, man.
That's crazy. You got to be careful out here, man. You got to know your laws out here, man. For sure. I tell them quick.
They take advantage of you, bro, for real.
Yeah, they will.
They definitely will. They take advantage. I remember one time I got pulled over. The police officer pulled me over because he said I was following too close behind the car. I wasn't following too close behind the car. But
this is trooper you told me about?
Yeah, the state troopers. And so I was following too close behind the car. I wasn't following too close behind the car at all. But pulled me over. And you know what I'm saying? I was always like, as a black guy, you taught to interact a certain way with the police, so you automatically get that anxiety, that automatic feeling like, oh shit.
I'm sorry to cut you off again. I had one cop ask me, like my heart beating out my chest, like he could see that shit. Like, why you so nervous? Like, nigga, fuck you mean why I'm nervous?
Like, have you seen what's been going on lately?
You feel me?
Like, come on,
It's a scary thing, man.
But.
And I was out of town too. Like, nigga, I'm not from here. I don't know how y'all get down out here, man.
We on I-65. It's like 8:00. I'm like the only car on the road. I'm like, bro, why is there no other cars passing by this time? It was like I smell weed in the car. The go-to they go to, you know what I'm saying? That's they first thing they go to. Man, actually step out the car. Suspicion of smell, I guess. Cause of concern. Like, all right, cool. I think the thing is he was looking at me like he wanted, like, come on, give me a reason. Like, give me like something. And I wouldn't give it to him. So he was like, you ever been arrested? I was like, nah, man, I ain't never been arrested. And he looked at me, he was like, you never been arrested?
You a white guy?
A white guy.
Of
I was
course.
sitting like,
yeah, a lot of black people don't have to get arrested every day.
My facial expression is saying like, bitch.
Yeah.
But I'm not verbally saying anything again. So he's steady, like he's trying to have that. He want that argument interaction, like you can allow me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not giving it to him. It's like his face getting red. He was like, so I run your name. You won't come back as having a warrant or anything. You don't have a warrant. And I was like, nah, man, I ain't never been in trouble like that.
Yeah,
nah.
you just waiting.
But he wanted that, you know what I'm saying? He wanted that. And then so he's like I said, I smell weed on you. And I was like, shit, I was smoking earlier, which ain't no lie. But I ain't had nothing in the car. He was like, that's all I need. So he going in the car. Where's the blunt at, man? I was like, it's gone. There's no blunt in the car. And I was like,
the man just tell you
I said, I left. I had a roach in there from the bottle that I asked, and he was like, man, look, I got bigger fish to fry than that, man. Where's the dope? I'm telling you, he said, that's it. I said, bro, because I smoked in the car. But you want me to,
man.
So you're not selling any drugs in there? Like, man, nah. This
man
man
was itching for a bus.
Man, he was itching for something. He was like, man, fuck.
Oh, yeah, there's another note, too. I didn't mean to cut you off. With that story I just said about, getting arrested, almost got arrested.
Yeah.
I had a lot of money. At the time, I used to keep a lot of cash on me. So you probably think I'd do anything. But, I had work. I had a job at the time. But I had extra cash because I knew we were supposed to go to the strip club that night. So I had about, I don't know, I'm going to say 1,000, 2,000 on me. You know, give or take. So dude put out, once he got me on the ground, he patted me down. I had money on my wallet, and then I had the other money, like the $2,000 on the other side. Oh, I wonder what you did this for. What'd you do? I said, man, I work at retail, which I did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, bullshit, you selling drugs, ain't you? I like, bruh, why every black dude gotta sell drugs, dog? Like, I work like you work. You know what I'm saying? We were going out.
Yeah.
I told him straight up we were going to the strip club. Nah, y'all just hit a lick. That's why y'all was running. I like, get the fuck. So I'm mad at that point. But I just thought about when he said that. I like, then they make a long story short, they gave half my money back. They kept
only half?
Yeah. The money I had in my wallet, of course, they gave that back to me. I think I had like $400 in there. Then they took half of the $2,000. So when I counted, I like, bro, where's my rest of my money? Well, we need this on evidence and stuff like that. Woo, woo, woo. And if we see you on the south side again, you going to jail. Because me and my cousin got banned from the south side for a little while. They had our pictures and everything on the damn south side. Because they took pictures of us and everything. And we didn't do shit. Yeah. And I think we were banned for like three years or something like that.
y'all got banned from like just the whole south side?
The whole south, well, that area we was at on the south side with the clubs and stuff, bars and stuff.
Up at 5 Points?
Yeah. There used to be, the break used to be out there, and it was a club out there at the time, Banana Joe's and Club Red back in the day. This is like 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were banned for like 2-3 years.
You said 2008, bro. I was in middle school, bro.
I was too. Was too.
I was fresh out of high school, man. I look like a baby though. I look like I'm about to like 20, 21, 22.
Man.
But yeah, it's crazy though, man. I just thought about that.
Hey, shit, I had a cop ask me, bro, you see I got an underbite. I had a cop standing over the car ask me if I had an 8-ball in my mouth. Like, and, bro,
hey, that's the most disrespectful shit I ever heard.
I would have been mad, dog.
That's legit like the most disrespectful shit anybody has said about my underbite. Like I've heard some bad shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas used to joke on me a lot about like, you know what I'm saying? Cause my underbite, my lips, all that shit. But like for a nigga to ask me, you got an 8-ball in your mouth with a straight ass face too.
Wow. Like man, that's exactly how I talk, bro.
You feel me? Yeah.
Man, cops can be disrespectful as fuck, bro. They can be the most disrespectful motherfuckers on the planet Earth.
You got some good ones out there, but most of them crooked as fuck, man. They just want that bread.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a you know what I'm saying, fuck the police type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit,
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? I have my anxiety. You know what I'm saying? I have my distrust.
But as any black guy,
exactly.
Like we in the room full of even like, bro, just you see too much to think like. Man, shit, man. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Well, I guess I should say I don't believe all cops are bad. Like my dude just said, you know what I'm saying. But it's just like it's shit that you get taught. Like you say, like you were taught about how to handle police or how to conduct yourself. My granddaddy taught me that same procedure. You know what I'm saying. You see them blue lights, both hands on the steering wheel, don't move. You reach for anything, let him know before you grab it. You know what I'm saying? But
same thing my granddaddy taught me. Like, if my granddaddy grew up in the era of you gotta obey, or you know what I'm saying, you gonna get this, you know what I mean. So he was telling cop pull you over, and you know me and when we was in college, we reading Dr. Umar Johnson books. We going to Mr. Muhammad's.
My dog been on some other shit too lately.
Yeah, he different. He different right now. We going to Mr. Muhammad's class on black people and black excellence and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're reading about all these different stories of how the greatest rebellions and things like that. Like, man, I just when he was telling me like, put your hands on the wheel and look him in the eye, yes sir, no sir. And I'm just like, man, why the fuck I gotta do all that shit? You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck I gotta be that?
But when you get older, when you actually have those situations,
but you
understand.
Like, man, look here, man, I just want to live.
Bro.
You know what I mean? I just want to live.
I think one of the dumbest things I've ever heard a cop say, he said this to my grandmama, was like, you know, in this age of technology and social media and all this stuff on the news, you see, you know, people just grew a distrust over the police. And, you know what I'm saying? Me and my grandma talked about it later. I'm like, nah, it's not social media why we don't trust the police. Police are why we don't trust the police.
You feel me? The actions that they do is why we don't trust the police. Man, them folks.
That's why I stay out of their way. I go home to my old lady and my daughter and just go in work.
But see, what you like, you say, you go home to your wife and kid. You have something to live for.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't saying me and you don't have nothing to live for.
Yeah, I
know
do.
What I'm saying? You know, we got us like, but I feel like when you have a wife and kid, then that's just like that becomes your primary. You feel me? Like,
I ain't got time. Especially my little girl, man. You know, she need her father in her life for sure.
Exactly. As any black woman needs her father. Like I mean, honest with you, bro. I mean, every girl I've ever dated, I don't remember their daddy being in their life. And now that I think about it, that says a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That says how the way they reacted to certain, how they acted towards, you know what I'm saying, me or towards certain situations.
That the girl at our job. Prime example.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very, very true. I mean, just,
you know, personally, you know, I see shit like that, and you know, and I've had my own encounters like that growing up, and it's like, you know, that motivated me to, you know, just want to be a better man for my kids when I do have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even, you know, when I do get in a relationship, to be a better man to my woman at the time, because it's just like, it's so much the trickle down effect, you know what I'm saying, or the domino effect from, you know what I'm saying, just a man not taking care of his home, to you see how that affects the woman, to how that affects the woman's relationship with the child, to how that affects the child just from seeing that relationship, and you know what I'm saying, to just see those just different habits and routines just carry over from like generation to generation, and to just like toxic shit just becomes normal, and
we sweep it under the rug and act like it's not there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We act like it's not there, and then when you see somebody that's doing something out of the norm, now that looks outrageous to you. Like, damn, y'all sit down at the table and eat dinner together,
and you get ridiculed for it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know?
Like, damn, like, y'all, your daddy was teaching you shit like that. Like,
damn, I wish I had both my parents.
What? You feel me?
Saying?
Look at this nigga.
And even
going home by the street light. look at this nigga getting good grades.
You feel me? But like,
nigga, did you got a coat on, nigga? Nigga, you got a coat on?
Man.
Look at this nigga with an umbrella. It's raining outside.
You better walk through the rain like a real nigga, bro.
Nigga. I mean, but even like little things like that. I mean, just growing up, you realizing now, getting older, those are like cries of help. Mm-hmm. But you don't really know no other way to reciprocate. You don't know other way to put it. So you covering it up with jabs or just jokes or things like that. But really, you go home, you hurting. Because I know for like, I say about 40% of my life, I grew up in a 2-parent household, and my mom and stepdad divorced. Mm-hmm. So they divorced at like a very vital point in my life where it was kind of, I was 13. So I'm going from 13 to 18, not having no male in the house. It's just me, my mom, and my brothers. Mm-hmm. So now I'm just kind of like, in my head, I'm just like, man, what the fuck? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I'm not saying I didn't have no males in my life, but I got to pick up the phone and, you know what I'm saying, what's up? But you're not in the house.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? If I go through something at school, I'm coming back home, and I got to deal with that. I feel like I had to deal with that internally because my mama, she can understand. My mama could give me, and we as human beings, we both have feminine and masculine traits. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, she couldn't help me with my masculine traits.
Yeah.
She can only tend to me in a nurturing way because she's a woman. So a lot of things she couldn't really exactly pick up on and understand. So that shit, growing up, I wasn't saying it was tough, but
Yeah,
it was different, man.
About that same with me, cause I ain't never had no father figure in my life. Like, to be honest with you, and you know, he tried to come around probably, I was about 12, 13 years old at the time, and I probably seen him one time at the time. About I was in elementary school. Then I ain't seen him no more, cause they were never married. You know, he had hella kids way before him and my mom hooked up. So shit, there you go. So I was 13. I was at the gas station. My mom like, oh, there go your buckhead ass daddy.
Buckhead.
I said, oh shit. I said, yeah, that is him. I like, well, no, I ain't never really called him daddy, cause I look at you as a total stranger. I mean, you brought me in this world, but I can't really say daddy. Like, I like, what up, David, man? We good, man. Oh man, D, you all right? Apparently, what you up to, man? You know, I work for the city. Woo. Man, you know. Oh yeah, your birthday coming up too, ain't it? I like, nah. I like, nigga, it's February. He like, when your birthday? I like, you don't know your own child birthday? Like, me and my brother got the same exact month of birthdays. My birthday in June 20th.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, and it's Gemini crazy. And my brother is on 26th of June. So I'm like, bro, you don't know your own son's birthday, but you know my other brother's birthday? He like, man, you know I got a lot of kids. I like, well, yeah, exactly. You need to know your kids' birthdays, bro.
Man, it's important to be in your kid's life, man.
Yeah.
Especially as a man, it is important.
I think if he was around, I probably would have did I probably still do some crazy shit, but it wasn't that bad when I got to high school. Cause I went crazy when I went to high school. Like, I ain't getting no fuck. Then ain't no getting a car later on too. Okay, I went crazy. Money in my pocket. I probably selling a little something, you know, here and there. But you know, you young, being in high school, you know, you see everybody else doing that shit. I'm gonna make money too.
And that's another thing, you being impressionable. You don't have nobody to, you know what I'm saying, take you by the shoulder or look at a guy. Like, with me personally, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Cause like my mom, she did the best she could. It was having 3 boys. And
shout out to my mama too.
Man, but when I tell you,
and my grandmama.
But when I tell you, I watched that Tupac's
Dear Mama.
Nah. It was the documentary that came out with after he died. It was like he was talking throughout. I forget the name of it. He was talking throughout the whole documentary though. It was like he was basically having a commentary from heaven. But when I tell you, I watched that whole documentary like every single day, and now I use that in the sense of just being like a father figure, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I'm such a huge Tupac fan, but not even just past the music, but him just personal. Yeah. And I watched that, I mean, every single day. Like it wasn't a day that go by. As soon as I get off from school, I'm just looking at it, and and each day goes by, I'm gaining something new from it. Different lessons, and I'm just like, man. And it didn't hit me until I got to college, and I was like, man, I really did study the just his ways and his ideas and things like that. And like I said, I'm not saying I didn't have father figures around, but they weren't in
the house.
In the house, they weren't there. They weren't around.
Yeah, same.
It was a phone call. Like my uncle stayed in another state. My you know what I'm saying. My pops was here, and then he moved to Birmingham. So then once he moved to Birmingham, you know me, I would go with my dad's house at times. But you know what I mean, it's just it's something that growing up and realize, like, when I do have children, when that time comes, I gotta be there, man.
You got to, man.
I gotta be there, and I just, and it's no disrespect to anybody who's dealing with like having a baby mama, and you know that you don't get to see a child like that, things like that. But that's one thing I don't want. I don't want to have see my child on the weekend. I gotta be there every day.
You gotta be there every day, man. Especially for a little girl, man. You definitely gotta be there every day.
I gotta be there every day. I can't take no days off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
I like to think I have like an interesting perspective on that, because you know my daddy's situation. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, I live with my grandparents, so I like to think I am a lot more blessed than a lot of a lot of guys in that situation because, you know what I'm saying, I was still able to live in a 2-parent home because of the relationship my mama was in at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like from understanding, or not understanding, but, you know, just wondering, like, you know, where's daddy, what's going on with daddy, or, you know what I'm saying, why he not there as much as I would like him to having a father figure in the house, losing that father, but then reuniting with my dad on some interesting circumstances. You know what I'm saying? But just going back to what I said about that whole domino effect, right? It's like you basically just agreeing with y'all saying you have to be in the house for your kid because, you know what I'm saying, if you don't raise your kid, the world is gonna raise your kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be with them 24/7. You don't know what they learn at school. You know what I'm saying? Your mama, unless she was sitting there watching the documentary with you, she don't know what all you were soaking in from the TV.
Yeah, that's so true, bro.
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
True. Like, that's another thing. Like, that's why I got to try to watch my little brother, man, because ain't no telling. I mean, I was telling him, like, these kids now are raised up on YouTube and social media, bro. Like, we outside with it.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? We outside. Now, I can't say my little brother still does go outside. He goes outside. But, like, seeing it now, man, it's like.
Our generation is interesting because we have that. It's just like a balance.
We was in the middle. We was there when everything kicked off. We had Bebo. These things remember Bebo?
I was on Bebo.
I had Bebo. I had 2 Bebos.
Yeah. Hey, you put the video up and put your song on there. And
everybody got their own skins and shit.
Yeah, but my main thing, skins. Boy, I'm putting the Jordan skin. My shit was crazy.
I had T.I. and Jordan skins.
I had Gucci Mane. That was my favorite rap at the time.
But, like, you know what I'm saying? We were like the first generation to get introduced to, like, the social media. It wasn't then what it is now. You know what I'm saying?
We was the pioneers of it. They tested that shit out on us.
But like you said, we had Bebo and MySpace and Facebook and Instagram really just started popping when we got in high school.
That's my era, MySpace.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, goddamn. But we still remember. But we still remember a time where you couldn't talk on the phone and be on the internet at the same time.
Right.
You feel me?
Oh yeah, the AOL.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate that.
But, like,
shout out to AOL.
Even aside from father figures, you know, I feel like generations just need like a big brother or like a big brother, big sibling, type of model in their life, because it can be a generational gap between the kid and their parents. That it's like you know that communication, it just kind of gets lost.
I wonder if they still do the organization like they would do the big brother, little brother type thing, how they used to do back in the day.
I'm pretty sure they do. But see, that's another thing for me. That's why it's like with friendship, like me and Brent got, like, I didn't have any older brothers or older sisters. I was always the older brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know they look at me, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when I feel like I get down to myself, like, man, am I doing the right things? Like, am I moving the right way? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm so in my head so many times. Like, how do they view me? Because I don't have that person to look up to as far as a older sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am that. And I like to think I do a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I wrap it up. Give me your social media. I know you're on social media or anything like that.
Hey, man. My social media, man, I only got one. I got Instagram, but that's like my burner account, man, where I be looking at sports and IG models. Shit, you know, I be bored. But for real, my social media, Allen, man. That's it. That's all I got.
And you know me, you can follow me at I am Drew XCV. That's I am Drew XCV on Instagram and Twitter. And follow the brand page, the 95ers, man. The 95ers, the XCVERS on Instagram, Twitter. Like us on Facebook.
Fire.
YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube as well.
Fire.
All that shit. And I am Brent Story, BRINT_S on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, Brenton Story /Brent Story.
And this
Follow
has
the
been,
brand.
Yes, and this has been the Hustle 101 podcast.
Yeah.
Dedicated to the hustle. Appreciate you for listening.
Yes, sir.